Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your July 2022 love reading. Thanks to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side we have the Cosmic Tarot. And keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Balance. So this is actually Sagittarius energy here. And it could just be saying that you might have felt like this was a good connection between the two of you. You might have felt like they had a different approach to things, but you might have felt like the two of you balanced each other out, So, for example, we see the fire energy there, and we see the water energy. So you just might have felt like between the two of you, you just made a good match. And this could just be saying that you had a lot of confidence in general. Past energy on their side, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Princess of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So yeah, what I'm primarily getting from this is I feel like they wanted to show up in the same way that you did in the connection, So for example, the Six of Pentacles usually represents the energy of balance. With the Princess of Pentacles, though, they might have felt like it was a bit out of their reach, and then they might have just had a hard time around communicating as well. So again, primarily all of this seems to be tied to a bit of a lack of confidence more than anything. So whereas you seem to be very confident in the past, it seems like this person was lacking a little bit in that area. But there was at least a desire to show up in a good way in a connection. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Queen of Cups. So yeah, we can see from her body language and just in general, the Queen of Cups is a very open, loving energy. So this could just be saying that you're maybe even pick up on some of the energy from them, right? That they're not as confident as you are, for example, and that could just have you wanting to be more open and nurturing toward the connection, right? As opposed to the more fiery, confident energy you might have had in the past. But we do still see that she's pointed in that direction, and there is still desire there for sure. All right. Present energy on their side, we have the Sun. So this can show that their confidence might still be growing, but I feel like, again, they still might feel like they're a bit behind you in some way, right? So maybe they feel like they're not as mature, or maybe they just feel like they're not as far ahead in life as you are, or something along those lines there. So I feel like they are gaining that confidence, but they just might not feel like they're at your level just yet. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Prince of Cups. So this is actually the court card for Pisces. So yeah, this could just be saying that, again, we see the openness there emotionally right now. It could just be saying that you could just be feeling things out. Like, okay, do I want to come forward and express myself to this person, right? Like, I feel like in a way you feel like, okay, how can I help this connection along, right? So again, I feel like intuitively you might just be picking up on their energy that they're not as confident as you are. So you could just be figuring out a way like, okay, how can I make this more comfortable for both of us? One of those types of energies. Okay, and future energy on their side, we have the Two of Swords. So this is a Libra energy here, and usually it's an energy of indecisiveness. So yeah, I feel like this is saying that this person really just might struggle a little bit with actually expressing themselves around their emotions. It could just be something that they're not too comfortable with. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where they might require a lot of patience, because with the Two of Swords, if we think about the Two of Swords in traditional tarot, it's someone with their back turned on water and the moon, which are two symbols of emotions, right? And here we see some similar artwork there. But I feel like this is saying that they might just have a hard time tapping into their emotions, whereas you guys, you have that cup energy, so it could just be one of those things where expressing themselves, they might find it's a bit difficult when it comes to relationships, but I do at least feel like the interest is genuine on their part. So that's what I'm picking up from them. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the King of Coins. So this is Taurus energy here. So yeah, again, this could be another indicator, especially because for you guys, Taurus energy represents your third house communication. So it could just be saying that you might just feel very confident and sure of yourself when it comes to communication. But like I said, with this person, they just feel like they're a little bit behind you in that area. And maybe part of that is the fact that you guys have Mars moving through your house communication in July. So that could just have you feeling a lot more confident with your communication. And, this person just might not be there personally. All right, so bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Princess of Cups. So yeah, this is the equivalent of the Page of Cups. And yeah, that's again the energy that I'm picking up on. So maybe there's an age difference between the two of you. That's certainly one possibility where they just might be younger in general. But if that's not it, again, I feel like I said, I feel like they just feel like they're behind you. Whether it's with emotional expression, that's certainly a possibility, right? So maybe in other areas of life they're doing fine, but just when it comes to expressing themselves in an emotional way, rather, and in relationships, they might just be a bit behind in that area compared to you, where you seem like you're very confident and sure of yourself, right? You know what you want. So it could just be one of those things where they just feel like they're behind in that area. All right, we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Aqua Moonlight deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck before we started recording. What I'm looking for is unspoken messages from you to them and then from them to you. And initially I'm going to be looking for jumpers, but if I shuffle for a while without anything coming up, I actually just put the deck down and pull cards that way. So we'll see what we get. Alright, and this does want to go back in the deck. And next we'll see what we get from them to you. Alright, and that does want to go back in the deck. So, starting with the one on your side, we have absence. Okay, it doesn't want to focus. There we go. It says, as more time passes by, I feel a deeper void without you in my life. So, interesting message there, because I didn't really see a separation between the two of you necessarily, although that certainly could be maybe what that Ten of Swords energy was pointing to on their side in the past. But yeah, I feel like this is you guys just being accommodating, right? So, like I said, I feel like in a way you might have picked up on their energy that, okay, maybe they're just not as comfortable expressing themselves. I feel like you might have just tried to be patient, and then that could be possibly what makes you come forward in the future too. Like, okay, let me see if I can help this along, right? Whereas in the present, you might have been a little bit more passive, waiting for things to come to you. And on their side, we have space. It says, I need to take a step back because I'm still trying to figure out what I want. So yeah, I could definitely see in a way where that energy would fit. Like I said, I feel like they just feel like they're behind you in some way. And then when I was talking about the Two of Swords there, like I said, it just might take them a really long time to make a decision and to open up around emotions. So it could be as simple as that. You just might have to be a little bit more patient with this person. Like I said, it does seem like they do have a genuine interest in you. But yeah, as far as the emotional expression and like I said, it feels like they feel like they're behind you in some way. You might have to be patient with them at the very least. All right. Lastly, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this deck as well, but here we're just looking for one card with general advice to wrap the reading up with. Nope, I already got one there. So let's see. Okay, we have Orphaned. There's the artwork, and the number is 5. So let's see what this says. Certainly seems like a dark energy, right? So yeah, I don't know, this person seems like they might need some time at the very least. But let's see what it says on the relationship message. Alright, it says, as you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, so you feel left out, unable to get to that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you, and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. So yeah, like I said, I could definitely see what they were saying there as far as the potential lack of support. like I said, it does really feel like this person, at the very least, they feel like they're behind you in some way. Whether that's actually true or not, I don't know, right? It could just be a lack of confidence on their part. So I could see where that's saying where you might feel like you're lacking some support within this connection at times. So, I mean, like I said, it looks like they will make an effort, but it just seems like it really might take a while. So I guess it'll just be a matter of if you guys feel like you can be patient enough to wait that out or not. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.